I've been going through a bit of a dilemma, in as much as I started to think, is the advice that I give people on diet and nutrition, is it harmful? Does it hurt people? And I'm afraid that I'm starting to believe that most likely it does. Long term, it does. It's not healthy advice. Um, will it make you big? Will it build muscle? Will it do the things that it's intended to do? Yes. But the more I learn about actual nutrition and food sources and the toxins and the pollutants that are in our food and in our environment now, and all the medical issues that people are dealing with currently, the more I learn about this stuff, the more I begin to understand that plant-based nutrition is the only way to go. It's the only way to go. It's not an alternative way to go. It's the way to go if you want to be healthy. If you want longevity and you want to minimize medical issues that you're going to have to deal with, it is the way to go. And still, there's a huge part of me very hesitant to make that jump. And the reason is because I lack a really solid knowledge base on plant-based nutrition to become vegan. And the other thing is that even though I have learned that it's a huge bunch of bullshit that we've been sold in believing that essential amino acids, complete protein, that which typifies a complete protein, that complete proteins are only animal-based and that plant proteins fall short of that. Finding out that's a lie. So this is something that I've believed all through ever since it was first discussed in grade school, So it makes sense that you're going to build whatever muscle, this muscle, any muscle, with plants just as well, if not better, than you could with meats and animal products. And the reason being is it all comes from the sun. The chloroform and where you're at in that food chain of consumption and what is actually doing what to make us grow and what's actually harming us. And when you look in the animal kingdom, some of the largest, most muscular animals in the wild, they eat plants. They eat plants. And yeah, there are some that are carnivores and all this too. But yet you've got these gorillas and elephants and these huge animals, and they're eating plants. And then when we're eating meat, and I'm saying that beef makes me really grainy, which it does. I haven't eaten beef in well over a year. I don't keep track of time, but well over a year. But those cattle, they are only eating, hopefully, grass. They're eating plants, mostly, mainly, hopefully, best case. They're eating plants. So they're eating plants, and then yet they're creating tissue that when we eat it, we believe it's the only way to go to build muscle because it's a complete source from an amino acid, point of view. So it makes no sense. How could they do it? Where did that come from? And all they ate to develop their bodies were plants. So I actually am beginning to believe that I could maintain this physique that I currently have if I so desired with just plants. But still, it's just this roadblock in the back of my head that says, no. If you go that route and you switch over to plants, be prepared to be much smaller. You're going to lose a lot of muscle. So what I am going to do is this. I'm not ready to switch completely over to plants. but I'm getting very close. I'm closer than ever to it. And when I do it, I'm going to track everything. I'm going to diet down on just plants. And when I do it, I want to follow my body fat percentage, caliper, mic it all up, and my body weight, and then through video, I'll set out to do it. I'll do cardio. Right now I'm trying just to get a little bit bigger, and I'm pretty big right now. I'm bigger than I have been in quite a while. And when I come down, I'm going to get on that treadmill, and I'm going to eat only plant-based nutrition. Only plant-based nutrition. So what I need from you guys, I need some really good suggestions for solid plant-based protein powders, because I realize that the numbers game, as it adds up, the totality, I'll have to eat like a lot of vegetable matter, a lot of plants. So I'm not going to be ready to do that without having some kind of protein powder on board, some kind of supplement like that, to make sure I can weigh it out and say, okay, I've got X amount of protein from this right now. So at least I have that base, so that if it fails me, then I can say, okay, well, it didn't work because I know I got X amount of protein a day minimum, which if it had been animal-based, same amount of protein, I'd have been fine and well. You understand what I'm saying? It's just my own paranoia and my own hesitation based on lack of experience and knowledge in this field, in this area. So I need to rely heavily on people that have done it and people who are really good at it. And yes, I know there are vegetarian bodybuilders and vegan bodybuilders. They're not that big. Look, I'm sorry, they're not that big. I don't know if you realize really how much size I carry and how much I can carry. And, you can say it's superficial, whatever you want to. I don't say you're wrong, but it is what it is. And it's my life and it's my body, just like it's your body. And you should do with it as ever you please, as long as you're not doing any harm to anyone else. So I like the size thing right now, and I want to see if I can do it with plants, plain and simple. So I'm going to rely heavily on people who have more knowledge than me, like Eric Wojo and any of you guys out there. With our numbers, there's got to be people out there with knowledge. So, please share with me your suggestions on protein supplementation. Pea protein, I don't know. You tell me. And like as I was saying, the vegan, vegetarian bodybuilders, they're out there, they're big, they're strong. Okay, fine. But how big can you really be on plants? Well, it looks to me, from what I've seen and come to understand, intellectually, that I can be as big as I want to be. As far as genetic limitation and all that comes into play. Disregarding all that you're going to have those same things there no matter what you eat, whether you eat plants or whether you eat animals. So if I drop all animal-based consumption, dairy, everything, no chicken, none of this shit, animal-based stuff, then, no eggs, then I take up all plants, we'll see what happens. But what I'm going to do for now, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing, but I am much more conscious about what I am eating as I am eating it. And I am heading down that road. I need to expand my base of knowledge a little bit more and improve on my understanding, and then I will formulate a plan. And then that's what I'm probably going to try, and we'll see how it works. I've heard of some people trying it and not being happy, and a year later finding themselves back to eating meat. I don't want to do that because I know how bad all that is for your body. So, and that's another video altogether I want to talk about is bodybuilding healthy? And pretty much typical bodybuilding as we envision it and consider it here, no, I don't think it's healthy, but that's a whole different video. So that's it. I'm going to try and get some content up, some decent stuff, some training footage and other shit this weekend. Being it's a holiday, I have a lot of stuff to catch up on. I apologize to anybody that I'm behind on. I'm sorry. It happens. I'm not a very well organized guy, and I have a lot to do, and it's tough for me to keep track of everything I have to do. All right, take care, and I'll talk to you guys later.